dog ladies, penguins, just happen to be watchers of this program. My name is Envy Adams. Seriously, you guys, like, the veil is way too much. Good evening, dark ladies, penguins, members of the House of Grease. My name is Envy Adams, and I am Jimmi Pynk's evil twin sister. Now, she had got me addicted to smoking, and then I gave it up. But, you know, quarantine. Which, don't get me wrong, I love a good pandemic. Why not make my lungs as black as my heart? So, today I am here for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 8, Droop. Now, if you are new to the channel, you may not be familiar with me. I come anytime it's about a twin, a sibling, or the color black. Usually I'm here for the makeover challenge, but because we had Black Wedding, I insisted this be my episode to review. So, first let me start by saying this. I slept through the episode. I had been up all day. I knew I needed to take a nap. Never happened. Thought I'd take a 20-minute power nap before I put on the veil. And I woke up, it was 10 o'clock. So I already knew who went home. I already knew who won the challenge. I already knew who the bottom two were. As much as I love doom and gloom, that was disappointing. And I'm very disappointed that Jan is no longer with us. So I must say, watching the episode and knowing what the outcome was going to be made this episode very interesting to watch. So firstly, the first thing I want to address before we even get into the episode, and if you're new to the channel, we do things a little differently here. It's not usually a straight parallel line. Okay. I, as well as my sister, as she would say, we jump around like House of Pain. I only like the House of Pain part of that. Oh, that sounds delightful. Anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room. That is Allison Mozzie, Mosi, whatever. So last week we didn't even get a runway, and this week we saw her full commercial and her full runway. But when I went to Instagram to get pictures of the looks, you edited her out of the runway. Oh, Goddess Athena, help me. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. If you're going to go to the dark side and show us everything, just show us everything across all platforms. It's ridiculous at this point. It really is ridiculous at this point. So, Jan did not win last week in the Madonna Challenge. And I really think that was the death knell for her. Oh, that sounds fun too. I really think that was the nail in the coffin for Jan. She hadn't won a challenge yet. That was her challenge to lose. So again, very interesting going into the episode knowing she was going home, because just some of the editing choices were delightfully painful. Delightfully painful. So she's really upset because Britta went home last week, and that's her best friend, and they've known each other for years, and she's really hurt about that. But really, I agree with Jackie Cox. I really think that this is just a culmination of a bunch of anger for not winning. Really, Gmail? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so you're upset, you're trying super hard. We've known from the very, very beginning that she was all sunshine and bubbles. Sunshine and bubbles, gross. But she tried very, very hard, and her trying hard was very obvious. And with her not winning last week, I knew she was in trouble. But she's crying, she's upset, and the edit of the girls, of just their blank faces as she pours her heart out, made my black soul just get darker. Oh, it was so shady and wonderful over all that sunshine. It was great. So we have a mini challenge this week, and the mini challenge is curate a box, because product placement, and team up and curate a box for the opposite team that you were paired up with, and we're going to get real nice nasty. Really nice nasty. Now me, I prefer my nastiness straight up with no chaser. And I like my comedy like I like my coffee, black. Black as night. But the challenge goes as follows. It was Gigi and Jackie Cox, Crystal and Jaden Essence Hall, Jan and Heidi, and Widow and Allison. And I just have one question through this whole process, because it was a cute little challenge that y'all wrote just so y'all can do some product placement. But how in the pits of hell does Jada Essence Hall look that good in quick drag? It's ridiculous. She must have sold her soul for that ability. It's insane how good she looked in quick drag. So the main challenge this week is the evil of all evil. Make a celebrity lifestyle product. Oh. Sweet Gwyneth, you evil, evil bastard. Goop is the most evil thing since Hitler. It's insane. But anyway. So Heidi was going to do soft and supple. And RuPaul tells her, Heidi, hydrate. So she uses that. And Willow is using some kind of throat spray. Jan, Jackie's Magic Carpet Merkin, which I must say intrigued me. Because when I think the evil that is, hey, I have millions and millions of dollars, buy my overpriced product so you can be more like me, even though you never will be, and it's going to take you 2 paychecks to even pay for the product. A merkin. Very interesting. So, another moment as black as night, and this time, I don't mean the wonder and beauty of goth. I really mean black, y'all. RuPaul says Shaka Khan, let me rock you, Shaka Khan, is the judge. And why is the cutaway only to Widow Von Du and Heidi in the closet? Why were they the only two that seemed to be excited that Shaka Khan was there? Probably because they're the only two that know who Shaka Khan is. Now that's devastation and despair that I am not happy with. Learn your references. Okay, so we get into them shooting the videos, and as they shot the video, you know, this particular time, they usually show you somebody is struggling, and then we see the actual commercial, and they're great, or vice versa. This time, what we saw was what we got. I don't know if the editors are just tired because they don't know what to do with Allison. It's like clap on, clap off. They don't know what to do with her, so they just was like, fuck it, we'll do it live. Shout out to another just deliciously evil person, Bill O'Reilly. But anyway, I'm watching, and a couple of things. When they finally told Heidi, just let go and be yourself, the things that she was doing on that green screen were just hilarious. It was good to see her actually open up, and I think that she does a really amazing job on like these acting challenges where she can really be herself, and she just excels at that. Spoiler alert, she won the whole kit and caboodle, and well deserved. Widow seemed to just be struggling because RuPaul came around stirring up the shit. Oh God, I forgot. RuPaul, you know, I have a special place in my black ass heart for like evil people. You know, RuPaul McFrackington, you just made my top 10. Congratulations. But she's coming around to stir the pot. Well, you know you did win, but it's been a while. Oh, it's been a while. And Widow gets into her head. And come on. It's Black Wedding. This should be Widow Von Du's runway. It's in your name, sis. Can't snap the other finger with the cigarette. But anyway. They showed Jan just... erratic, delightful behavior. Oh God, it was just so much happiness. Ugh, I couldn't take it. Gigi Good was good for a nap, which may or may not have been the point, considering the fact that her product was something that made you go to sleep. And Crystal Method takes the mullet to another level, creates a product that she knows as long as she kills this, RuPaul is going to enjoy. We didn't get any DeBarge. We didn't get any DeBarge this episode. During a challenge where Crystal talks about her mullet. RuPaul and Michelle looked great. Michelle Visage signed that dress and that wig over immediately. Now, of course, I'm going to have to put a white streak or something in it, obviously, but gorge. And Shaka Khan looked like Shaka Khan. She looked great, as always. Shaka Khan is amazing. She's an icon, and if you don't know who Shaka Khan is, please look her up. She's legendary. And I mean legendary. Like, she is on the level with Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. Like, Shaka Khan is up there. Stop relying on these YouTube videos and learn how to put on makeup and learn some shit. So, Black Wedding. Now, in theory, you would think that I would have loved this runway. And in theory, you would be correct. In practice, I hated it. In practice, I hated it. It just may as well have just been Black Eleganza. Because nothing said Black Wedding except for a couple of people. And let's get into the runway right now. So, it's nice to see Jackie Cox return to her throwback era look. This was giving me very 1940s. It was giving me very the era of A League of Their Own with the gown length. It was cute. It worked well. But at the end of the day, it was a black dress with a veil. Jan looked pretty. I thought this was kind of getting in her way a little bit. The face makeup was beautiful. Would I have preferred black makeup? Of course I would. But the purple and the deep red lip actually looked really good with the look. And she looked pretty. And I loved on the back of the long veil, it said, "I don't," in big white letters. Oh, I smiled in glee. Do I smile? Do I have glee? Well, my version of it, I guess. Jada Essence Hall. This was perfection, and this was one of two people that I said, oh, this is a wedding dress. This is literally a black wedding gown, and not just a black gown that you decided to put a pretty black dress on, or a gown and put a veil on. No. This looked like, if this whole look would have been white instead of black, this is somebody's wedding dress. The fabric, immaculate. The rhinestone clutch in the middle, immaculate. The cut of the top of it, immaculate. The hairstyle, the veil. This was a black wedding. Now I'm one to talk, but I'm a widow and I got married as a justice of the peace. Sue me. Moving on. G good. Okay, just tell me that you want her to win, and let's just skip the rest of the season. I'm tired of it. The gasp and oohs and ahs when she came out, and I'm like, really? I get that this is Dior, the new look. I know my references as well. But it's a black dress. What about this was more spectacular than anybody else's black dress? I mean, honestly. And then you want to talk about the references and, oh, this is gorgeous, but she had on Louboutins. If you're going to give me that look of that classic, the new look, and that 50s silhouette, give me a 50s style shoe. Why do you have on a 5-inch black Louboutin pump? But you like her, so you won't point that out. but I will. Moving on. I don't have a photo for Allison, but I did want to discuss Allison's look for one important reason. If it wasn't a literary reference, you'll excuse me. But I can't think of the character's name right now. But in Great Expectations, there was a woman who was left at the altar who just wore her wedding dress all the time and it was all dilapidated. But she wore it all the time since she got left at the altar, and she's an old lady now and she still just wears her wedding dress. And the candle, because electricity was not a thing yet, it very much gave me that. It was very that. Even the visual was giving me like Edgar Allan Poe, some of the dark, older, like Elizabethan Gothic. And I really enjoyed it. Now, as a wedding dress, I don't know what the Victorian, I said Elizabethan, excuse me, Victorian, what a Victorian wedding dress would really look like. But as an overall look, I greatly enjoyed it. Now moving on to Heidi in the Closet, who I'm told is a friend of the channel. Nice to meet you. I'm Envy. And I absolutely love this. I love that the veil like almost covered the whole hair once she lifted it up. I love that dramatic collar. Oh, that dramatic collar was wonderful. The fit of the gown was magnificent. This is one of the only other people that I was like, this looks like somebody's wedding gown. Now, what I would say is with this, and I will allow it because it's drag, I think that if a bride were to have that gown, and let's say a white or champagne color, like, I know I wear white, black and white, but all white dress. But if this was an ivory, a white, a champagne color, I could see a bride having an updo and no veil, because that's a very common thing nowadays. The brides aren't wearing veils. It may just be like a rhinestone comb or something like that, because this was so dramatic. But for drag, I thought it worked perfectly. And the fit of that gown was amazing. It was immaculate. And that dramatic collar, it gave me everything that I needed. Great job. The Widow Von'Du. Widow Von'Du, meet Widow Adams. I loved the eye makeup with the black contacts and like your soul was sucked out of you. I loved that, but I didn't love that you would do that look if your soul was sucked out of you and you're crying these silver tears, that you would have on a bright red lip. I would have liked to have seen, if you were going to do that, either do the lips with like a black line with the same like crackle coming from it that was on the eyes, or a deeper burgundy with like a red in the middle. It kind of looked like it was getting sucked out. I just thought the red lip was an odd choice, but the gown was okay. Before I get to my absolute favorite look on the runway, my favorite look on the runway, let me just say this, because I know I just said with Heidi, okay, sure, it's drag, but the reason why I really enjoyed Heidi's look and the reason why I really enjoyed Jada Essence Hall look is because it's a black wedding. It's not a drag dress. It's not a pageant gown. So in that way, you have to look at it as a black wedding. When have you ever seen a white sequin wedding dress? I'll wait. When have you seen a black sequin? I mean, I'm sorry, a white sequin wedding dress? Sure, there may be little clusters of it for sparkle, but nobody's wedding dress is sequin. Too many people went to drag with this to me. That's why I said it was really, in theory, I should have loved this runway. In practice, it was a bunch of pretty black dresses with veils. Now, I have to get to my favorite look. First of all, it's macabre. It's dark. It's black and white, really, because it's really black and white. But most importantly, it was completely different than what everybody else did. It was completely different than what everybody else did. And Crystal Method, 2 snaps up for you. This was wonderful. First of all, I knew when they said black wedding that there was a chance of me getting a bunch of pretty black gowns and a veil. I was very aware of that. If it was not for quarantine, even for me, I wanted to do something a little bit different than just a black dress and a veil. But to kind of have like this zombie effect, contacts and all, the makeup, the forethought to even think that this, and this is a fact, people, that is a fact, your nails continue to grow after you're dead. So the fact that like she thought that much to cut the gloves off because her nails would have grew through the gloves. The way the fabric worked, because a lot of that fabric was just black overlay on white, but the way that it was done, and then she added some smudging and stuff to it. The ratty hair, the bugs and the debris, that when she came on the runway, she coughed and it was powder. Oh, this is my, I give this, if I was going by fashion photo review rules, I would give this a shoot. Because this is what I want to see on Drag Race. I wanted to see something outside of the box than just pretty black gown with a veil. I really did. I really want to see something else. And I love that. So, the videos. Now we only have eight people left. So we got 4 tops and 4 bottoms. And I agree. Jackie, you are a woman after my own heart, because I love those old serials myself. Well, first of all, a lot of them are in black and white, or at least they start that way. But I absolutely adored your I Dream of Jeannie. The story of how she was speaking Persian in the first episode, and because that's a rarity, and you were able to understand that, connected with you on a personal level. I think that's beautiful. I think the way that you did it, and the for you, and just like the whole throwback infomercial style. Well done, Jackie. Really well done. I'm waiting for Jackie to win her first, because I fear if Jackie doesn't win one pretty soon, she's going to go the way of Jan. She's always kind of this close but no cigar too, and I'm waiting for that. Again, I feel like Jan, I disagree. Ross said that she was on 100 and it never went down. I disagree with that. I would say it started on 125 and went to 100. It was a cute concept, but that beginning was just, it was too much energy. She needed to slow down a little bit. Jada, Luxurious, and you guys didn't even feature her hardly even in the workroom at all. Oh, at all. But it was really good. really funny. It was perfect. I don't know what she could have did to improve on that. Great job. The dark horse, indeed. And I love a dark horse. Gigi Good. How in the world are you conceited and boring at the same time? It was just brag on brag on brag. Hi, I'm Gigi Good. I'm better than you. The price of my product is how much you would make for 3 wins and 2 mini challenge wins. Hold on. You didn't deserve all of them. I'm just being honest. Oh, she's good. And she deserved quite a few. You didn't deserve all of them. But it was a snooze fest. And like, honestly, at this point in time, if you don't know, comedy is when you do that type of joke that's in threes and you didn't know to use horse tranquilizer third. Who doesn't know the rule of 3 in comedy in this day and age? It's so generic, it's a TV trope now. Anyway, Allison, I don't know what this product was. Aura Pie? Okay, Blake Belladonna. Actually, I'm going to call you Adam Torres because you're a manipulator and a stalker. If you don't watch Ruby, look it up. If you watch Ruby, you're going to greatly enjoy that reference. Heidi in Closet, I don't even know what else to say about this. For me, to get a laugh out of me is very hard. It's a very hard thing to do. To get a laugh out of me. And I literally chuckled the entire time. I was just like, it was hilarious. Also, doesn't hurt that your outfit was black and white. The Widow Von Du. Hello, Widow Von Du. Meet Widow Adams. I didn't think it was the worst. I'm sorry. I didn't. I didn't think it was the worst. I feel like she greatly underplayed it. Like, she could have even pulled it off as dry comedy, which is, I think, also what Gigi Good was trying to do. I think both of them were trying to pull off this dry comedy, and maybe that's not their bag, because it didn't work. I thought the product in the commercial was actually well done. It was just, it was bone dry. It was bone dry. Crystal Method, fantastic job. At first when she came out and I was like, you're gonna wear your real hair, and then I saw what the product was and I saw how it was executed. Really good. Really good. Jimmy, I need another cup of coffee. Bitch, you don't have to do anything. I drink it black. Okay, fine. I'll do it myself. Let's finish talking and then I'll get myself a cup of coffee because Jimmy's being a lazy bitch. Anyway. We get the question, who should go home, which is my favorite. Oh, the very delicious turmoil and fear that those girls have on the stage when they have to answer that. Oh, I think I just peed a little. So good. It's so good. So it's basically unanimous that it's Widow, even though there is definitely some hesitation from both Heidi and Crystal, who Crystal and Widow are already friends and have already worked together, and Heidi and Widow, who have become very close in the competition. And I love how Heidi just was like just didn't even want to say it, and Widow just was like, just say it. Like, and not one of those, you got an attitude, just say it. Kind of like, it's okay, just say it. Like, don't fuck yourself up, just say it. Because the majority of people at that point in time had said Widow anyway. So, but Widow says, well, the only person's video I thought was worse than mine or as bad as mine was Jan. I beg to differ. I think Gigi's was worse. My opinion. My opinion. But I already see for the rest of the season. You guys will have to see how Jimmy feels about it. But for me, it's already to the point that Gigi Good can do no wrong in their eyes. And even if she is the worst, she's not going to be in the bottom. It's not going to happen. She's getting the Aquaria headed. Any old way. I know that Jan went home. Now, courtesy of someone on YouTube, I'm able to do this video because I was able to watch the episode. However, so that they didn't get a copyright strike, they have not shown the lip sync. So, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to let Jimmy do that. Jimmy! Yeah, I'm not going to do the lip sync. You're going to have to shoot a section. Oh, fuck off. All you have to do is the lip sync. No one cares you have on your pajamas. Bring your ass. I'm going to eat coffee while you do that. What up, pink ladies and T-birds? Jimmy here. This bitch done woke me up watching this shit at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, so I found the lip sync. First and foremost, let me let y'all know something. When somebody gets on stage and says, I'm embarrassed because I've been waiting my life to meet you, and you lip syncing today's song, you're going to turn the party. First off, Widow Von Du probably more than likely already knew the song, because I did. Secondly, this is exactly what I mean. You don't need all them drama theatrics. Jan is doing all these splits and shablams to Shaka Khan? To Shaka Khan. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And your nerves was getting the best of you because at first, and I was watching the words to make sure like it wasn't off. I don't know what all this flailing this shit was. I don't know what it was. I have no idea what the hell that was. But honey, when I was on Twitter and people were saying this should have been a double Shantae, bitch, where? A double Shantae where? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Widow, damn. Widow Von Du fucked that up. Widow Von Du ate Jan's motherfucking lunch. Do you hear me? Ate her lunch. Ain't no way. That was perfection to lip sync to Shaka Khan. She had the little, she took her little skirt off, and I don't even think that was a reveal. I think that was just so she can get into the song. I don't think she did that as a reveal. I just think that's how the dress was made. Whereas Jan clearly had a reveal. Which, by the way, I ain't mad at, because I think if I had the money to go buy new stuff for RuPaul's Drag Race, I think everything that I own would be a reveal too. Just in case. But, no ma'am. No ma'am. What Von do wore that out. Shantae, you stay. She wore that out. But always beware of the person that's a fan of the person that's the judge. Because if they do their song, they gonna wear it out. They gonna wear it out. She had to redeem herself in front of Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, let me rock you, Shaka Khan. Well, what Von do? You rock the hell out of me. Okay, that's my time. Deuces. P.S. I snuck some cream in the coffee. Let's see if she noticed. Alright, Envy, bring your ass back. I want to thank all of you guys for welcoming me. You guys seem to really enjoy when I show up on the channel, so I greatly appreciate that. Now, Jimmy would absolutely have my head if I didn't express her greatest thanks to her patrons, her supporters, her viewers, the whole house of Grease, the pink ladies and the T-birds, you know, but I call you the dark ladies and the penguins. She also would like to remind you of all the links as above are so below. So the PayPal, the Patreon, if you are in the position to do that, we do understand right now that money is tough for a lot of people due to the pandemic. So if you have it, that's fine. If not, just watching, liking, and commenting, disliking if you don't like the video helps as well. So please do that. I made this coffee, so I'm going to take a damn sip of it on camera. Jimmy, did you sneak creamer in this? It's not bad. I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
You wanna be like me. You wanna be like me. You wanna eat lunch with the cool kids, don't you? Told you I used to be you, I know you. Never learned to crew politics in high school. Now you earn a few funny looks in my school. I can show you how to hypnotize minds, fool. Like the chicks in the bunny books for fly dudes. Why you? Cause I see your potential.